demonstrator in Summerfield, Florida, near the Villages, and welcome to this week's YouTube Live. If you're new here, I go live every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I hope you'll join us and set a reminder to check us out every week. If you are part of my email list, I send an email reminder every Monday morning with a direct link to the video. So I highly recommend signing up for my email list if you haven't already. That way you can get all the updates and reminders, and it just makes everything so much easier. So hi, Mom. Thanks for joining us. So as you guys join, please say hello. Let me know where you're joining us from. I love hearing how everything's been going with you guys, what you've been up to. We've just had kind of a crazy last couple days. I had a Christmas card making party over the weekend, and today I'll be sharing some of those cards. And one of the cards that we're going to make today is actually a card that I designed and we made during that party. So we're going to do that today. So hi, Barb from North Dakota. Oh, I bet it is cold out there. In Florida, it's starting to get cooler finally, and I can only imagine how chilly it is where you are. Yeah, so we had that Christmas card making party at my house on Saturday. And then I had my monthly game night with my in-laws over at their house. We do that the first Saturday of the month every month. And we kind of rotate which house we go to. We have dinner and we play game. This month we played Blank Slate, if you've ever heard of that. It's a fun game. You get like a little dry erase board and you pick a card and you have to make like a 2-word. They give you 1 word and you have to make the second word and try to match up with people. It's a fun game. If you've never played it, you should definitely try it. But we did that, and then yesterday was a bunch of cleaning. I decided I wanted to move some stuff around, so my husband and my son were very nice to help me, and we cleaned out my son's room. It was a pigsty, and now it looks like he just moved in to his room. It's like spotless. I told my husband I wish I would have taken before and after pictures, because it was just like a night and day difference. But so that's what we did, and then I got a new shelf, and I've been kind of arranging my room too, so I could get a bunch of stuff off the floor. My room in here has been nuts since I'm getting ready for my craft show in a couple weeks, so I've got boxes everywhere, so it was nice to get a new shelf and get some of those boxes off of my floor. But anyway, so that's what we've been up to, just lots of craziness. But I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around, and I'm going to go over a couple of reminders, and then we're going to get into today's card. It's going to be a really fun one, okay? All right, so let's go ahead. Let me turn this around real quick, and then I'll try to turn my light on that's above me. All right. So I hope you guys had a nice, productive weekend as well. Please share what you've been up to. There we go. Get some more light on here. All right, so I just want to share a friendly reminder. My newest Stamp Camp to Go is featuring the Branching Out bundle. And today is the last day to register for it. I haven't had a chance to update the description for the video, but I will when I get off of here to register for this. The link will be in the description below. So today's the last day. This is another great reason to get on my email list, though, because the registration link went out to everybody on my email list. But these are the cards that we're going to be making for this class. And they're just really fun. I love this bundle because it's really versatile, and you can to whatever you want them to be. So today's the last day to register. It's $50 for a one-time purchase. If you need the bundle or the inks, you can add them to your kit and save 17% on tax and shipping. I will get these mailed out before November 20th, because that is when my parents are going to be in town for Thanksgiving. So I will get these out in the mail before they come. So I will be ordering everything tomorrow, and then as soon as it gets here, I'll cut it and package it and ship it out. And then I want to share the newest tutorial for the Paper Craft Collective. So this month we are focusing on gift and treat packaging made simple. So there's 8 different projects here. The one I made is this cute little treat holder that you open it up and it holds 3 Ghirardelli squares in there. And you use a little punch to make the opening. I use a little modern oval punch to make that opening. So it's really quick and easy. This would be a great like table favor for Christmas. You could alter it for Thanksgiving coming up. There's lots of different ways, but it's really, really quick and easy and cute. This would be a really great item for a craft show as well. So you'll get all 8 tutorials when you either place a $50 or more order with me this month at my STAMPINUP.com website, or you can purchase the PDF anytime in my online store for $20, okay? At stampcampwithjen.com. So that is the little tutorial this month. And then I just want to share, so I'm going to be a vendor at the Ocala, Florida Holiday Craft Show at the World Equestrian Center. If you'd like to join me, please go here to look up all the ticketing information. It is not free to go in. You have to purchase a ticket ahead of time. But it is November 14th through the 16th, which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I would love it if you come join me. I'm working really, really hard to get a bunch of stuff out there, and there's going to be over 350 different vendors there. So it's going to be insane. Lots of great stuff to see. It'll probably take all day, I'm sure, to do it. All right, and then my last little reminder, I do have Stampin' Blends labels for sale if you would like to organize your Stampin' Blends. This is a one-time purchase of $5, and then once you purchase it, any future labels that I make, I will automatically email to you for free. All you need is a little 3/8 inch circle punch, and then you take a little glue dot and you stick the labels on there. So this can be purchased in my PDF store as well at stampcampwithjen.com, okay? And I will update the description below this video with the link for that as well. All right, so that's real quick and easy. That's what I had for this week. So I want to show you guys the cards that we made at the party before we get into today's cards. So a lot of these were cards that I received in swaps, and I just made little kits out of them. We used that Traditions of Christmas specialty paper. Everybody got the traditional labels stamp set that attended, and they got the sparkling sequins that go with it. And these little, this is part of the pack. I forgot to grab it before I sat down, but this one I did design, but most of these are from, like I said, card swaps that I had, and we just kind of switched them out, and everybody really enjoyed them. This was from a team card swap that I received. And this is from a different card swap that I did. And this one I actually cased for my mom when we did a card swap, our team card swap. Yes, the paper is gorgeous. It has all that gold in it. The paper is currently unavailable, but it is expected to come back in stock the week of November 17th. This was cased for my friend Tammy Beard. I just thought it was so pretty. So we did that one too. So that's 7 cards we made. And then this is the 8th card. This is what we're going to be making today. So this is called a spanner panel card. So you open it up, and you can see this in a little more detail, and then you open that little panel up again, and you've got some words on the inside. So that's what we made. And I'm going to show you how to put this one together today. I love this paper so much. So I actually ran out of a lot of my paper. So the design and colors and stuff are going to be a little different in the card that I make today, but I think it'll be pretty no matter which designs you choose. So this is from the traditional labels stamp set, the little Mary here and the Christmas. But I love this because it's got so many different fonts, and all the words are just really nice for the holiday season. So, and it comes in a bundle with these dies, and we used a lot of these dies in the cards we made too. So this die is the one that we used for this card right here. So I've already got it all die cut out and everything. And then the inside, the words I used are from Words for the Seasons. So we use this, may the magic of Christmas fill each corner of your home and heart. I love this stamp set. It's got Halloween, it's got another holiday sentiment, grateful, just so many versatile sentiments in here. I really like this one. I've used this one a lot. So let me show you how to make this. So like I said, my color choices are a little bit different today because I was running out of paper. So instead of Old Olive, we're going to be using a Pretty in Pink card base. And I've got all of the colors and measurements and everything will be in the blog post today when it goes out. So, and again, if you haven't signed up for my email list, go to stampcampwithjen.com and do that, because my email list members get an email the day I post anything on my blog. They get an email sent directly to their inbox so that they can just click on that and see whatever's on my blog. So, all right, so we're gonna cut a full sheet of cardstock down to 5.5 by 8.5, okay? And then we're gonna score it at 4 1/4. And use that light gray blade to score. Now what we want to do is we want to make 2 cut lines on here. So we're going to cut 1 1/4 inch in on both sides. So what I like to do is use the right side of the cutting track here, and I'm going to line my paper up at that 1 1/4 inch line down here. Now I'm going to bring my cutting blade in, and you may notice I put some, it's like washi tape or post-it tape behind here so that I can actually see the numbers on my track. And we're just going to press, and we're going to come all the way down to 4 1/4, which is where that score line is. We're just going to cut all the way down until this little line in the middle meets up at 4 1/4. And if you want to put your finger down there to make it a little easier, you can absolutely do that. And then we have it cut all the way down where we need at the score line. And then I'm going to rotate it, and I'm going to kind of work from the bottom up and do the same thing. So we're going to line this edge up of the paper over at the 1 1/4 inch line. And then we're going to cut, and we're going to come up until we get to that 4 1/4 inch mark. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. So we're going to come up until this middle line in here reaches the 4 1/4 inch right there. I'll see if I can rotate it so you can see what I'm saying. So this line right here needs to meet up with that 4 1/4 inch measurement right there. Okay, just like that. So that's how you cut the base to get your panels. Okay, all right, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. And then we can just fold this in half. Oh, I gotta grab a bone folder real quick. Let's see. Blue. All right. Alrighty. So did anybody do anything fun for Halloween? We don't get a lot of trick-or-treaters in our area, so my husband and I just kind of sat at home, and we didn't even bother turning the porch light on because nobody comes to our house. And we just kind of, you know, hung out, and my son went to a football game at the high school and watched his friends play football. And then, you know, we just kind of hung out, and that was it. We didn't do anything really. All right, so I've got a little panel here. This is for the sentiment. It's going to go over a piece of Old Olive. And then I've got 4 panels that are the DSP. I just picked a little green plaid pattern to match this beautiful poinsettia pattern because, again, I was running out of paper, so I just picked some panels. I picked some patterns here. But we're going to go ahead, and I have like a million glue bottles, and they're all like about to die. So I'm just trying to get as close to empty as I can before I throw these things away. All right, so we're just gonna, I'm gonna use glue because we're gonna have a teeny tiny little border around this paper, and it's just easier to use that glue and get it centered where we want it. So we have 4 of these little panels. The DSP is 1 inch by 4 inches. And like I said, the tutorial will be on my blog and in the description below this video after I'm done. So you'll have all the measurements so you can recreate this. This is a nice, fun one. My husband would probably love this. He loves fun fold cards. If I give him a flat card, he thinks it's boring. I have to give him some sort of fun fold. Hi, Gail. Thanks so much for joining us. You didn't miss anything. We just talking about Halloween, if you did anything for Halloween. Maybe you have some grandkids and you took them trick-or-treating, or you stayed home and watched movies and passed out candy. I think next year I'm going to try to do a trunk or treat because I miss like seeing all the kids in their costumes, and I think that's so fun. I'll try to do that next year, I think. And now that my son's in high school, he's not interested in it. I mean, to be fair, I did tell him once he got to high school, he was too old to go trick-or-treating. But I did say, you know, you can still go, but we have to go with you, meaning my husband and I. And he was like, okay. So, all right. So for this DSP panel, again, we're just going to put it on that old olive here. This is all, I did all the cutting ahead of time, so you didn't have to sit here and watch me cut all this paper, but I think the glue is a good call to make sure that it lines up where we want it to. And then this big panel is going to go right in the center here. So again, I'm going to use liquid glue to make sure that I have time to line everything up. I love Stampin' Seal Plus, and I will say I do usually use Stampin' Seal Plus, but for something like this where you don't have a lot of room to fit everything on there, I don't know which, it's not really directional, I guess. I really want to make sure I give myself a chance to move everything around. Mom said we didn't get very many, but more than last year, probably because it was on a Friday. Yeah, I'm sure. In our area, we had churches doing like trunk or treats on Wednesdays and stuff, which I thought was interesting. I'm not sure why they did it on a Wednesday, but all right. So these little panels we're going to put on the side. So we're going to put 2 on the front here, and then we're going to put 2 on the inside, and then we'll do a little bit of stamping. Kind of like this one. I like the colors. I like pink and like non-traditional Christmas colors too. I think it's fun. Oops. It's a little too far. Oh, a little too far down. There we go. All right, and then we're going to open this up, and on the inside, we're going to put the other 2 panels. And just kind of use those top panels as a guide to where to put them on the inside here, like how wide to go. And then this one. Just like that. All right, and now we'll do a little bit of stamping. This is all pretty quick and easy. Once you have everything cut, it comes together really fast. Okay, so on our little label here, we're gonna do just like we have on here, the Merry and Christmas, and I'm gonna use Pretty in Pink this time because I like the colors a little better. So we're gonna do the Christmas first. It doesn't really matter which one you do. You just gotta kind of center it. So we're gonna do Christmas and Pretty in Pink. And then we're using those merry words, and we're gonna put that right above it in the center. Just like that. And then while I have the ink pad out, we're gonna grab this sheet here, And we're going to get the sentiment from that Words for the Season that says, "May the magic of Christmas fill each corner of your home and heart." And we're just going to stamp that right in that top center, just like that. So pretty. All right. So now we'll grab this piece here. So we're going to glue this onto our old olive layer here. Come on, glue bottle. Almost out. All right. So we're going to put this right here. Now, I will say I didn't put any gems or anything on this card because it's got gold already in the paper, but you could absolutely, you know, put some gems and make it even more blingy, but I just kind of left it. So we're going to put that right in the center there. You guys have your Christmas cards all done? I bet a lot of you do. I was talking to people like at the end of summer that said they were done with their cards already. I probably should make some more. I'm going to make some more for my craft fair for sure. And then if I have some leftovers, I'll send them to friends and family. And I don't really make like new cards for my friends and family unless I run out. I usually just use whatever I have on hand. So, all right. And then this piece we're going to put over the front, and this is what is going to, our little words are going to get popped up here with some dimensionals, but this strip, we're only going to adhere it to these outside panels. We don't want to adhere it to that inside panel. So I need to grab some dimensionals because I don't have any right here. Hold on one second. Hi, Carol. Thanks so much for joining us. So I'm just going to take, this is where I am going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus, and I'm just going to put a little bit on each end where it's going to glue to those outer panels. And we're just going to line it up to the edge of the card, left to right. And then this little piece is, like I said, it's going to get popped up in the middle here. So I'll probably just put a couple dimensionals right there in the center, and then we'll be good to go. Carol, you didn't miss much. Thanks for joining us. We're just making one of the cards that we made at the card making party. Carol was there with us. Lots of fun. All right, and then we're just going to center that over the strip. And there you go. Quick and easy, but definitely a wow card. So let me know which one you like better, the one with the secret C or the one with the pretty in pink. I'd love to hear. I think I like both of them, but I think the secret C I might like a little bit more. But I don't know. I like the pink, but I don't know. I think the secret C like meshes better. Carol said, yes, it was lots of fun with the ladies at the card making party. She likes the secret C better. Carol loves secret C. It is a beautiful color. I heard so many people say how much they like it. All right, guys. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this card. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, even if you're watching the replay, please leave a comment, give me a little thumbs up, and let me know what you think about today's project. I will have another fun project next week. My anniversary is this Sunday, so I'll be sharing the card that I make for my husband next week, okay? All right, well, that's all I have for this week, or for today. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you back here next week. All right, have a great week, be safe, and happy stamping. Bye-bye.